Welcome to the magazine, yet another Friday that we are joined here, and glad to have you with us wherever you're listening to us from. I'll be getting to give you a shout out, so you can let me know on WhatsApp. That is +254 753 903 373 on how where you're listening to us from and your name. And you can also let us know which music you'd like to listen to. Today I have a guest with me in studio, and we're going to get back in the next few minutes, talk to her, and then she'll be letting us know who she is and what, and you get to know why she is here today. So let us know on our WhatsApp number, that is +254 903 373, +254 753 903 373. Let me know where you're listening to us from and what music you'd like to listen to. And if you have any questions as the show goes on, you can let us know. Questions or comment are welcome. I'm with the lady in studio today. I'll let her, tell us her name, but I'll tell that one. Muthei Muni is with us today, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Good. So who is Muthei Muni?
Yes, my name is Muthei Muni, like you said.
Yeah.
I am a second born in a family of 5 girls. My parents are alive and well. They live in Thika. And you could say traditionally I'm an introvert. That would be meant that I'm quiet or shy.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not those things. It just means that large groups of people take a lot of energy from me.
Yeah.
You could also say that I'm a simple girl, but God has placed a lot of heavy things in my hands, of which I'm grateful for, because they build me up, they expand me, they elevate me. You could also say at the moment I am walking into my purpose, or I am pursuing my purpose. I am building up a Christian brand that is called Muni Designs.
Yeah.
And it's been a journey learning to go into business. I wasn't in business before.
Yeah.
It's expanding me, and it's elevating my way of thinking. My way of enjoying my free time is I like to spend my time in nature, taking long walks in the evening, so that I can free my mind. I talk to God. I let him know of all the things that are heavy on my heart. I also see it as a way to connect with nature, because nature is a reflection of God's creation.
Yeah.
And so those are the things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And my dream at the moment is that I fully go into who God says I am.
Yeah.
That I may be able to impact people that I was brought here to impact. I desire to live a life of impact, and a life that is fully within my mission.
Okay.
Because we were brought here on a mission and an assignment.
Yeah.
And my dream is to fully live in that, so that when the day comes that I am gone, I will be happy. I will feel that I've done my best. And I'll just say, God, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
So that is my utter dream, to reach to that point.
Yeah.
And that is tied to the way I interact with people. I really enjoy psychology, understanding people.
Is that what you studied?
No.
Okay.
I studied geomatic engineering.
Okay.
So I enjoy reading people, listening to people, seeing what ticks in them, why do they think like that, what do they do that. So that ties into me always wanting to elevate people, uplift people, make people feel that they can do it. Because you could say that I am very positive and optimistic.
Yeah.
That has always been my personality. If you ask my sisters, they will tell you I am toxically confident.
Okay.
I am confident I can do anything.
Yeah.
And I always like to put that onto other people and to show them that you can do it too. You have potential. And when you tie yourself with God, you can go way higher than you could even imagine.
More than what you can ever ask, think, or
Yes.
even imagine. I like that
Definitely.
scripture. It really tells us and shows us that what we think is our end, that's like the beginning of God, and He can take us further. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about your family. You said you are the what?
The second born.
The second born.
Yeah.
How was it growing up?
If I would paint a picture of my growing up or my childhood, it was fun. It was extremely fun. You would find us playing in the dirt, playing around, rallying the kids. I was good at rallying the kids to go and do some mischief somewhere. So I was good at convincing kids we should go and do this and do something bad somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that ties into the stereotype of second borns. People picture second borns as being very loud and mischievous.
Yeah.
And I fitted that mold in my childhood. That is who I was in those early years of my life. I was loud, I was out there, and I really miss those moments. It was the most beautiful time of my life, and I wish that as I continue to go with my journey with God, He reconnects me with that little girl from the back then, because there was power in that. Yeah, if you look at it in that way, there is power in that.
That's an interesting one. So when did you give your life to Christ?
I gave my life to Christ in high school. I believe it was Form 2. But I was not serious with God, as, you know, when you say give your life to Christ, in my own view, I see it as Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. It says that it is no longer I who lives, but Christ lives in me.
Yeah.
So that is when you go through a renewal, you go through a restoration, a reconnection with Jesus Christ, and His thoughts become your thoughts. So I would say that I started to walk seriously and more intimately with God in 2021.
What happened in 2021?
Wow. In 2021, okay, we could go to 2020 so that we can flow into 2021.
That's well in order.
To have some context.
Yeah.
So in 2020, that was when there was COVID, and there was a lot of turmoil in the world. People's mental health wasn't so good because we were moving from old normal to a new normal. Things were different. And for me, it was different because that is when I started my job. I joined the workforce in 2020, and I started working from home in that year.
Yeah.
So I was isolated 24/7, alone in the house, doing my work. So when you're alone is when you really sit and you think. And you really start to think, am I connected to myself? You start to wonder if you're lost. So in 2020 is when I felt I was lost in a way. Yes, God had blessed me with a job, but I lacked that sense of connection to something bigger. So that is, in 2021, I started it by wanting to connect with God, because I felt that I would find my answers in God. So when 2021 started, the way my life normally is, when I want to go to the next level, I look for somebody who is in that level, and then I ask them to tell me how they did it. Or then I could do some research and find out how did this person create a good relationship with God, and then I replicate it into my life. So I went and I called my friend. He was really strong with God. He would talk about God, and I'd be in wonder. I would be like, wow, people could have really nice relationships with God. And so I called him for lunch, and I told him I need God in my life. I feel I'm lost and I need Him in my life fully. And so he just let me know that what I needed to do was to have God as my best friend. I needed to have an intimate and honest relationship with Him. And that meant that I needed to be intentional, number one, with my relationship.
Yes.
If that meant to set aside some time. Between 5 and 6 p.m. is my time with God. My phone stays away. And I don't pick any calls or messages. It's time for God. And during that time, I needed to make sure that I'm fully candid and honest with Him, so that I could build that connection.
Yeah.
I could feel that I am relying on Him. I am putting my burdens on Him. And so I started that journey, and that is when I met God. That is when I knew God. Before then, I knew of God, and I kind of had an idea of what Christianity was.
Yeah.
But in 2021
Yeah.
is when I really fell deep in love with God, and I missed that time. Yeah, so I started having intentional commune with God, talking to Him, increasing my prayer time, having those candid conversations, and that is where it all started.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how's the journey been?
The journey has been good. It's been, obviously, it has its ups and downs, but also the word says that everything works according to the good.
Yes.
So everything ties in together in the end, and I'm happy that it all turned out the way it did. Yeah.
Okay, I want us to take another short break. When we come back, you have three things we are talking about today.
Okay.
Two are tied to one another, but they are different things.
Yes.
One is your business, the second one is your purpose,
Yes.
and then there's a grief that you went through and it
Yeah.
kind of changed your life. And that's what I want us to begin with
Okay.
when we come back. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, let us know on our WhatsApp number, that is +254 753 903 373. +254 753 903 373.